Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're going to be playing the Long Drive North demo in my odyssey to just do a bunch of different stuff on my channel now. I'm tired of playing the same games, so we're playing different stuff. This is an RV travel simulator, I guess, kind of, sort of. I guess it's supposed to mimic those videos we see of some people who go like way north in their RVs and stuff like that. So whatever, we're gonna go ahead and go through and play the tutorial. I did try to play this once and then I got interrupted, so I think it's gonna start me over again, hopefully, so we can just redo all of that. But if it doesn't, that's why. We're gonna hop in here though. I only got like 2 steps into the process before I had to step away. Okay, so we are in the RV. We need to open up the RV hood. I don't like that you have to hold the button down to do that. That's a little annoying. Alright, so we open the hood, we find out that there's nothing there. There's an engine over here that we're supposed to grab. It seemed kind of weird to me that we just come over here and just randomly grab an engine from a broken down car here, but whatever. If that's what they want us to do, that's what we'll do. Let's grab the food here, because why not? We'll search for some scrap in this car to see if we get... Make sure all doors are kept shut in the cold and night. Okay. Pop this into the car. Need to craft a wrench. Okay. Okay, that's a little weird, but okay. Okay. The buttons are there, they make you look for it a lot. Collect that. And then I can put the crafting station away. And then we install the engine. Okay. Whatever. They want us to find a bottle of water. Do they give us... they don't give us compass. Let's pick up the bottle of water. Dirty water or a water bottle? I mean, So we got to search around for a water bottle. Where am I searching for this bottle? Okay, happens to be right... Oh, there was a wrench right there. Make me fill the engine coolant. Find and move the jack. Guessing that's this. Place jack beside the damaged wheel. Well, how do I know which wheel is damaged? Is that the right one? They all look like they're normal to me. Okay, I can see it from here, so let's put it here. Remove the reel with the wrench. Oh, find it. Okay. So we remove the wheel with the wrench, and then we're supposed to find another wheel. Do we take it off of one of these cars here? How do I set it? Hold on, does it tell me what... Oh, unequip, okay. Where do I get the wheel from? Is there a wheel on the back? No. Find and place new wheel. I don't have a wheel to place, though. Ah, here we go. Okay, can I... Okay. I'm gonna put this inside. Find and pick. Well, we had the jerry can a second ago. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Refuel RV to max. Okay. Where is... There's a gas tank. Nope, not that one. You would think that there would be some... Ah, here we go. The gas cap on that's a little bit non-obvious, but whatever. Place the jerry can in storage. Close that. Find 5 plants. Okay. Be nice if it told us what plants we're looking for. I don't think that counts. My issue that I'm having right now is that they don't... Like, it points you back to your RV. Okay, these look like they might be plants that we're looking for. Okay, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Find 6 wood. 2, 3, 4. I saw 2 more back on the other side. We're probably gonna have to go over there and do it and get that. I can see why this game has mixed reviews. 5 rocks. What do we need? What do we need all these rocks and wood for? All right, I would imagine. Right, that's 3. That's probably 4 right there. Need 1 more rock. I don't know. I can see why it's mixed because, like, I'm not having fun. The stuff we're doing just... Yeah, this is not a good tutorial setup because there's no... You should do your tutorial in the middle of the story. Alright, so how do I craft a campfire? I have no idea how to craft a campfire. And it doesn't explain well enough. Okay. The concept is cool. I like the concept of it, but... how do I eat it? Okay. Oh. Need to shut the hood, because I can't see. Doing it that way. Come on, dog. Oh, you're getting left behind then. Start the engine. Yeah, I kind of get the idea of it. I'm not sure I'm super into it. And I don't want to criticize the developer because the concept sounds cool. I don't know how you could implement this in a way that would feel good but not feel gimmicky. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I don't think that the implementation is bad. I don't think that the what am I trying to say here? I don't think that the mechanics are bad, and I don't feel like the implementation is necessarily bad. I just think that maybe this is one of those concepts that just can't work. Because here's the thing, yeah, maybe later in the game it gets really interesting, but you gotta hook people at the front, you know? And this game isn't hooking me. It's not grabbing my attention. It's not making me want to play it. It's fine, I'll go this way. I'm confused. They wanted me to drive to this sign here. It's still highlighted. Okay. I can't change my mind. Okay. Oh, hold on, I did. I gotta close the door because apparently I saw something in the text that said, "Oh, make sure you close your door at night and when it's cold." Toggle headlights. I would definitely prefer to drive from the driver's seat because that's easier to see. So, is this just a game where you're driving on the road and every once in a while you gotta stop to do survival stuff? So yeah, I didn't read the reviews because I didn't want to come into it biased. I did see that it had mixed reviews. I think that it doesn't need voice acting at all, but it does need to have some kind of, like, over the radio. Like, you know with Star Trekker, the way that they talk to you over the radio to kind of guide you along your first steps to get you into the game, to kind of help you figure out what you're doing and all that kind of stuff. I think having somebody on the radio who's like, hey, let's help you figure this out. And it doesn't need to be voice acted. It can be text. It's fine. But it does need to be something that kind of guides you through the tutorial process in a way that makes you feel engaged. Let me slow down here. I don't want to run off the road. I have a feeling that if I have a feeling that these roads are icy, we're going to spin out. And like now I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You got to give the player some kind of directive early on so that they have a goal to work towards, and then you make it clear once you've let go of that. Like once you say, all right, you've completed all the things that we want you to do, that we wanted you to do, so that you know how to play the game and all of that stuff. So go out into the world and figure this out or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. I don't have a reason for why I'm out here. I don't have a goal to get to. I don't know if there's an end. Like, I understand it's a demo and everything, but your demo should include, you know, it should include things for the player to do outside of just, here's your RV and here's a road and get to drive it. Need a little bit more than that. A little bit more than that, because I don't know where I don't know where my I don't know. Do I have a destination, or is this just an endless road? You know what I mean? Like, I like the concept of it, but eventually I'm going to run out of gas. I can fill it back up and drive through the night, but then what? You know what I'm saying? I don't have... I mean, it says head north to escape deadly storm. Sure, but how far north? How far north do I have to drive to get away from the storm here? Where is my goal? What is the shelter I'm trying to get to? You know, stuff like that. I'm probably, every time I run over those, I'm probably damaging my wheels. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm getting at. It's people need a little bit more direction. I know that the whole open world thing where you just do what you want sounds like it's a goal that everybody wants, but I think most people want kind of a curated experience, at least at first, that empties out into an open world playground where you can just kind of do what you want. Right? At first, you kind of want to be handheld through the process so that you can learn the rules of the game, learn how things work, and have that happen in a way that doesn't make you feel lost. And right now, I just kind of feel lost. There's no purpose to what I'm doing. I'm just driving down the road because I was given an RV and placed on a road and told to drive north. And yeah, I mean, that kind of meets the basic requirements of what I just said of giving guidance, but there's something to the process of, you know, pulling people into an experience. And good games have a really good initial pulling player into the experience process, and mediocre and bad games just kind of throw you in and expect you to figure it out. And the average person doesn't want to have to deal with that. They want to quickly get into the game and feel like they're getting something done, and then, you know, they learn tips and tricks over the course of things that makes the game feel like it has depth. But at first, you really need to just have some kind of a guided experience that gets them from not knowing anything about the game into, all right, I'm pretty competent at everything I need to know to do this game, and now I can be let off on my own to do whatever it is I'm doing, because, you know, I just damaged my RV. I don't know what I'm doing here, other than just head north to escape deadly storm. You know what I mean? Like, yo, icy roads. So that, I don't know. The problem that I have here is that we're 17 minutes into this game, and we haven't really done anything. We haven't really experienced anything. And we're getting a nice little meteor shower or something there. We're in day 2. We've driven 10 miles. Yeah, we haven't really, like, we haven't experienced anything yet. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's because I'm not exploring, but I haven't seen anything on the road that has caused me to be like, oh, let me go check that out. And this little meteor shower and, you know, the stuff we've experienced so far is not making it worth what we're doing. Because, like, I already have to stop. Is there a parking brake I can turn on? Because I need to fill up my gas. Pull over here and see if we can stop. Get this thing to stop moving. Alright, so we can get out. So, you know, I'm just not feeling... I'm sure you're supposed to stop by all these cars we've been bypassing, but again, I'm not told that. That's the obvious thing that you probably should be doing. I get that. But at the same time, we're not told that you're supposed to do that. And the initial experience really should be something that tells you all of the things you need to do to be able to play the game successfully. And then after that, you're on your own to just kind of make it happen. But that's not what's happening here. We were given a tutorial that I guess is supposed to allude to the things that you're supposed to do. And yeah, I'm intelligent enough to know that they're probably expecting me to do things that I'm not doing, but you know, I kind of want you to walk me through that process. Oh, hey, you're running out of gas. Better stop and check some cars on the way. Something. So if the intent is that they're really targeting a crowd of people who just don't want to be handheld, good job. You know, that's fine. That's fine. But I think for a broader appeal, the introduction to the player needs to be fleshed out quite a bit more. Because I'm just driving to drive. I don't have a purpose. I mean, I kind of half-ass have a purpose. We're trying to get out of here before the storm hits us. Okay, that's a purpose, but there's no goal. I need something to be working towards that's worth it for me, you know? And escaping an imaginary storm in a video game is just not it. I'm not invested in my character enough to care whether he gets caught in a storm and dies. I mean, to put it bluntly, it's just you gotta give me a reason to care about the objective, and right now I just kind of don't. And if I missed something, then that's an indication that it wasn't obvious enough. If I missed something that let me know what we're doing, what we're supposed to be doing, then that means it's not obvious enough, because, you know, you shouldn't have to look for that stuff at the beginning of the game. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep driving before I kind of just decide to be done, because there's nothing happening. There's nothing happening. There's nothing. I'm not encountering anything. We're just driving, and maybe we're supposed to stop and loot some things, but I kind of don't want to. I don't want to stop and loot any cars. I mean, I could. Maybe we find some interesting stuff, but that should be like the next thing on the tutorial thing is, all right, you're driving down the road, stop and loot a car and find until you find this or something that encourages me as the player to play the game in the way that you're intending me to. Because right now I'm just driving till I run out of fuel. I don't know where to find more fuel. I'm assuming you siphon it out of cars or something like that. I'm guessing that's what you're supposed to do. But there's nothing to do. Like, I'm continuing to just kind of drive and wait and hope that maybe in the daytime we see something that encourages us to maybe get out of the RV and go look. But I kind of don't care. And I'm not given a reason to care. That's why I don't. So, like, we're getting really low on water and food. But I'm not a big fan of survival mechanics. Like, I would like to be able to turn off the whole food and water thing so I can just focus on the game and not my character. I understand that that's probably part of their idea of the base mechanics. Well, you got to survive. You got to figure out, you got to find your food and make sure you're taking care of all these things. And it's like, yeah, I understand your point, but I'm not interested in a watch the meter kind of game. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I'm into. Like, I guess we can get out and check out this truck. It's the first actually interesting thing that we've seen on the road since we started. So we got water bottle. How do we drink it? How do we drink it? So yeah, I mean, we got some water. But wasn't really anything else there. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, is there a place for me to siphon gas? I don't have a flashlight or anything, so tanks are usually down. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're not being given anything to, like. Yeah, I just kind of don't care, you know? It would be one thing if it was obvious enough that I didn't have to, like, search around for it. Oh, hold on, I gotta close the door. Yeah, I think I'm just kind of done, because there's just, I don't know. I don't want to be too hard on the developer, because it seems like they care about their game. They put a lot of time and effort into detail and putting things in the way that they wanted to put it in. But it's not enough to just do that. Like, the experience of the game is based on more than just creating a world. You have to create an experience, and there's no experience here as far as I can tell, other than just keep doing what you need to do so that your RV can continue driving. And I don't know, for me, that's just not enough. It's just not enough for me. But I don't know. Maybe at some point in the future they'll update this and make it worth our time. Right now, I just kind of don't feel like it is. But we're going to go ahead and call that a day. Hopefully you guys had fun. Hit the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks. Or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.